Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. In motion left, Robinson. And some space here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On the run, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. For the Green Bay Packers, they're coming off a 7-9 season as their offense makes their way back onto the field. But with that 7-9 season, Charles, they saw their string of 8 straight playoff appearances come to an end. And it was just weird not to have Green Bay in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, you kept searching for them, didn't you? You kept looking down the list. When does Green Bay play in the playoffs? Because you're so used to it. But with the injury to Aaron Rodgers that knocked him out for so long, the offense really struggled. Finished 26th in the league in total offense. In a lot of ways, remarkable they finished 7-9.
Yeah, and Brett Hundley came in and tried to do his thing. I don't think it was much of an indictment on the play of Hundley, as it made me appreciate Aaron Rodgers more.
I think we all did, and I do believe that the head coach, Mike McCarthy, was trying to fashion offense and also take care of Brett Hundley in the beginning, and that made things easier for opposing defenses. Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Calais Campbell, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll run with Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. And the tight end goes in motion left. On third down, Fournette. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Fournette on the counter. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. 10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Black 58, Royal. Black 58.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The slot man in motion right. On third down, Yeldon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will make it 6-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year. but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. Flushed out right. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon.
And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58.
A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to let this go deep. He's got a man complete. The 20. 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Caught by Nelson left side. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to a turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Rodgers to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Caught left side by Cobb. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith in there to get him for his second sack of the night. On second down, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Barry Church. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the wideout in motion. Bortles going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Slot man moves right. Fournette running right. And he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at Lambeau. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Bortles. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And his throw here's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. 2
yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Red zone opportunity. Here's a give to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he fires one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Ting, ting, hear the sound. Oh, are you listening? Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, nah, this is who I am. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going higher, 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 higher. I'll keep running. I'll keep running. I'll keep running. Reach out, reach out. I'll keep running. I'll keep running. I'll keep running. Reach out, reach out. Boom, boom, can you feel the flame? Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh, yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going higher and higher, higher.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Jared Goff's Rams going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now it's gone. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Goff throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They got a man. It's Woods. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Goff on first down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins from 10 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he motions the wide receiver. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let it go. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And the wideout in motion. Now gone. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down throw. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Bortles to throw on second down. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block on the spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Boy, Charles, Todd Gurley finished the year with a bang. And even though they lost the Falcons, he was over 100 yards in that game. Weeks 15 and 16, he was fantastic. A comeback year for him, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because we saw him explode on the scene as a rookie in 2015. 2016 just never could really get started. We didn't see the big runs. Heck, we didn't see a 100-yard game.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him for a loss of 4. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion left, Robinson. On second down, here's Bortles. Escaping and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Connor Barwin from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely, they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Now he's flushed out left. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They're running with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Here we go. It's Gurley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 87 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
In motion left is Watkins. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. To throw on second down is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Hearns, the man in motion right. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
A touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And on 2nd and 10 now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw, it's Bortles. And complete to Lewis over the middle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And some room to work. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Robert Quinn not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Bortles. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there, Bortles to Robinson. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you thought,
they will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Malik Jackson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, I am giving out shoutouts on my stream. Come check out my stream for some please.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The slot man in motion right. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Rams are going to get a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Back now in Jacksonville. Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. In motion left, Robinson. To throw is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he motions the wide receiver. Bortles now to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Out of the gun, gone. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Give him 22 on that one. And that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The Lions move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Goff now looking to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. In motion left is Watkins. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Throw. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Throw.
And the wideout in motion. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Hearns the man in motion left. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. In motion left is Watkins. Goff going to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins from 17 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Bortles now on 1st down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing now is Bortles. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT, and that will write a finish to this ball game.